Alright, hi, super off the cuff video here because I've been trying to record this for like 7 goddamn attempts now. I just can't get the intro right, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So, the Crossworlds OST has finally dropped on Spotify and other platforms that serve music up on a silver platter, and I've noticed something a bit weird. So, for the amount of time I've been playing Crossworlds, which, by the way, upcoming video for that soon, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. In the amount of time I've been playing, I've noticed that the audio quality for the game kinda sucks. I use EQ settings on Windows because my headphones are particularly bass heavy, so I, switch that to like a certain setting to make it a bit more treble-y, just to bounce it out. And for the longest time, I thought it was just like the game ignoring my EQ settings, which I didn't even know that was a thing you could program into like any Windows application to ignore that setting. Turns out, no, the game's actually just really poorly mixed. I'll put in some audio examples. Here's E Stadium's intro from the game and the soundtrack. If you could not hear the audio difference, I don't know what kind of headphones you're using. Like, you gotta be running some, like, Nokia speakers, dude. As you could probably hear, there was, like, a lot of compression going on in, like, the song from the game compared to the soundtrack release. And I don't know what exactly is going on. Like, why? Why was it that bad? But it's not just E Stadium. I think it's every song in the game, and it was probably just really mixed down horribly. At first, I thought this was just like a Cryware thing, because that's what most Sega games use. They use Cryware. In fact, I'll put up a couple of examples of games that I know of. So, stuff like Sonic Heroes, Phantasy Star Online 2, Uma Musume, which I probably don't even know if I'm going to be making a video on that. And I have compared all of those from their in-game tracks to their soundtrack releases. They sound damn near 1-to-1. So the question I have is this. Sega, what the shit was up with your mixing department? I know I shouldn't be this anal about, like, audio quality in a game where there's gonna be a bunch of sound effects going off at all times, but come on, dude. You think with the 1.1.2 update that Sega released a while back, when the game got released, they would have at least bumped up the audio quality a little bit. In fact, this also makes me wonder if the sound effects in general are also compressed to hell. Hopefully, with the official soundtrack now being released, we'll finally get an update to the game that's gonna make the audio sound a lot better, but I would not count my Torchics before they hatch, especially if one of them was shiny. To quote my friend Seth, Sega is the idiot savant of gaming. They'll do one really good thing and then do a bunch of dumb things afterwards. I'm probably getting that quote wrong. If I am, who cares? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Video on Crossworlds soon, later, maybe, I don't know. Also, video on Uma Musume, maybe, soon. I don't know. Depends on if I really wanna, curse my channel with gacha stuff. Anyway, that's it. See ya.